MPC 3, but I got that Akai Force 3.3. Yeah, we got that right now, you know what I mean? It's not that MPC 3 arranger, but it is that Akai Force 3.3 arranger. And the concepts are the same. So people, you know, we keep talking about the Force, the MPC3, the Force, the MPC3. Well, I figured I'd show you how to arrange in the Akai Force if you got a bunch of clips, how it would work. Because essentially the clips are like sequences inside of MPC3, if you get what I'm trying to say. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today I got my Akai Force out, Akai Force 3.3. You know, I got some plugins. I made all of these different sounds with the plugins inside of the MPC plugs. You know what I mean? They're all available on the Akai Force, except for Sub Factory. Akai, give us that Sub Factory. We need that. And stem separation. We need that too. But yeah. Essentially, you can see that it works the same. And what I'm doing right now is I have one main sequence and I'm adding in some variations and doing some small things to the kick and to the drum and getting everything prepared, so when I loop it out and jump in arranger mode, you know, everything is ready. You know, because the cool thing about the Force is, since it's clip based, if you think about the way that you have your music or have everything, especially now with MPC 3 and the way it's set with tracks and essentially everything being in a sequence as a clip, and you're just aligning clips in the arranger, then you might be able to get the idea a little better of the Force and why people who talk about the Force stand by it. And you can make hip-hop in it, you know. This isn't the craziest beat. I know you guys go crazy over that. Those drums, you should have side-chained those drums. And bro, come on, man, we showing you things. Focus. That's what we gotta do. So right now, you know, the way the drums work, you can work in the step sequencer. So I'm just sequencing a couple different things for it. And so you see now, when I switch through, here we go. Let's switch to throw on some extra hi-hats for that aspect right there. No different than in the MPC, you know, working with our sequences and having different sequences that play different things. We just got different clips to play different things. Alright, and now we switch, it's like switching to another sequence, except right now we're on another launch row. It's essentially another sequence. Then we could go down to the next one. Let's erase some things. Let's take those hi-hats off. Let's go to our second 4 bars. You know, let's erase those strings now. Get rid of those. Make another variation. We could either switch to the launch mode and then we could just stop it, boom. Now we could take out that sound, create another variation, boom. At the same time, we auditioning, seeing what we like. Now we can go in and edit our drums, so we just copied that over. We come through, edit our drums. The numbers at the bottom help you select the tracks. And mind you, I have 4 plugins playing right now. Or 5 plugins playing right now. 2 GB memory. Akai Force. Super dope. Drum kit. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Alright, so now we're going to hop into the arranger, right? And you can see how you could kind of trigger things in real time. And this kind of helps with the arranger a little bit more when we're talking about the arranger from MPC3 to the Force, or the Force to MPC3. So you can see what's in green is what's playing. And now I'm going to trigger the row. And now I want to switch the drums. Now we're going to switch to this. And you can see it's more of a live input type of way. You know, you could trigger, you could go through and set all of your clips in different ways. So these clips triggering 2 bars, these triggering 4 bars, these triggering half a bar. I have mine set at 1 bar. And you know, as you stay in time and kind of rock with everything that's going on, you can essentially set up a pretty good arrangement. Why this matters is because this helps you once you get into the arrangement window of long hours of tedious editing or certain things. You know what I mean? Because you weren't able to utilize your clips properly or utilize your sequences properly. So even in the Akai Force and, you know, whatever environment you're in, you're going to have to learn song mode, a version of song mode. You know, you're going to have to be able to understand how long an intro should be. 4 bars, 8 bars, 16 bars, 32 bars, you know, so on and so forth. You know, and you're going to have to come up with a method that makes sense for the type of music you make. Again, you're going to have to come up with a method that makes sense for the type of music you make. You don't have to necessarily constrain your workflow, you know, inside of the limitations of the Force or the MPC. You can expand your workflow if you know how to do the basics and do certain things. So now that we have that arrangement, let's look at the arrangement. You know, we got to press back to arrange, and now you can see it. And so now you can see just like how it looks in the MPC3, it's exactly the same in the Force 3.3. And you can see, just like I showed in the video I'll put in the description for the for the MPC3, how utilizing sequences in song mode will get you the same result in the MPC3 software. You know, you got to use song mode and you got to utilize your sequences. And then once you get your sequence and your song laid out, you know, just at the bottom you can export, boom. On the Force, essentially you just copy 1 row of your clips, you build it all up on 1 row of clips, and then you could copy it down your rows, and then each lane make a different change. And now when you record to the arranger, you can record the different parts and then switch in between parts at any given time. So, hopefully you see the differences and the similarities. You can see the mixer window. I wanted to show the mixing capabilities and how most of it operates the same, but the only difference is it has clips. But once you start to look at the clips like sequences or sequences like clips, especially in the way that the software is aligned now, MPC 3.0 and Akai Force 3.3, you can see the similarities in how they work. And I do believe it's MPC 3.4 or something, So let me know how you feel in the comments. Do you see the similarities? Do you see some of the differences? And let me know if this helps you get a better understanding of when people are talking about the Akai Force and the MPC3 software. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out everything in the description. We got another one, guys. It's your brother, O.T.G.